Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
He'll do it himself. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Looking to go up top on first down. Gets it to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Off play action. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of matchup somewhere else.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. They'll run it from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
The seventh play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're setting up the screen. Running with power. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Jukes his way for more. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's looking to throw. Got his man. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Smith. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Leaves it with the back. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll go to the counter. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Toss sweep to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Moore.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the ground with the back. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And he intercepts it.
I love when people start to understand what they're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Trying to find his man on first down. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Offense in a bunch formation. On second down, they'll take to the air. Gets it out fast. Stopped after making the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. Now the play fake. Getting some heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the offense on second down. The inside handoff. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
All right, defense, you're going to have to hone in here. You're going to have to turn the page. Just gave up a big pass, but all of a sudden the offense now is knocking on your doorstep. They're in the red zone. This defense, they need to step up here and make a play.
He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's in for the touchdown.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Shows him the stiff arm. Discards another dude. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. They're getting this guy lathered up. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that ball is picked off. taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. To the air on first down. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to throw here on second down. Buying some time. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. He looks that one in nicely.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. Sends it downfield. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Turns it on in midfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now on first down from the 40. He's looking to throw it. Fires left. Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Matthews. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Absolutely perfect. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Nashville as we say hello from our broadcast studios. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
This offense has a second down play. They'll leave it with him. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the change for a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabs it in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Setting up the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They keep attacking through the air. With the catch, it's Baxter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Got it behind the line. It's Baxter.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back. He catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's in for a touchdown.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches in the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Hauls it in. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got a man. It's Barry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. They'll go to the ground. Dances away from one. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They move the tight end all over. A first down run in the red zone. Picks his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. So they got the score. The lead is still 18 as they prepare to kick off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Morris. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now on 2nd down after the short completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Gives it to the back on the draw. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go to the ground. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Got it! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to go up top. He caught it. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. He wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Complete in the middle. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass there. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
PAT unit on the field. And it's perfect. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. 1st down here for the offense. Looking for space. It's Morris. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of 1st downs. I need 2. I need 2 1st downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
Fast motion from the offense. Headed for the corner on the jet sweep. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
So as a defense, do I load the middle where they can run the football, up the gut and really come attack me downhill right now, or do they hit me with a jet sweep? It's really tough to play defense when you got to defend both, and you gave up the 1st down around the outside.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Gonna run it. It's Morris. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He'll try it again. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Shoots it to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Safe completion on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The snap sets up the throw. He caught it. And he's got a touchdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. He's looking to throw it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Throwing right. He's got an open man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it first and 10 outside the 30. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Trying to get outside on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the move. Jukes his way for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward. Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
First down for the offense.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense set on first down. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down.